My name's David Corcoran. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and I've been in practice for 15 years helping people to lose weight. Okay, it's really interesting that a lot of people aren't hungry when they sit down to eat. That what they're doing is actually stretching their stomach at times when they're just not hungry. Because of the work that we do and because of the lifestyle that we've got, often we need to have specific times in the day where we sit down and eat. And because of that, often we are escaping from work or we're escaping from family life or we're just tired. So the whole eating experience isn't a conscious one. And because of that, we tend to overeat, overindulge. Sometimes we have too much to drink or we have too much food put inside us. And over time what happens is that this small balloon, this stomach that we have inside us, expands and expands and expands. And if you were to imagine that when we started, when we were young, that we were fit, agile, we were playing sports, and our body wasn't even a conscious thought, but it did look good. 10, 15 years on, when you've been working, when you have a family, and your focus has been away from exercise and more on making sure that you have enough money coming in, looking after your family, your body, like the balloon, has started to expand. And one day you wake up and you look in the mirror and you see something that really upsets you. Sometimes what happens at that particular point is that the person starts to eat more because now they feel emotionally upset and they need comfort, and what they've conditioned themselves to is eating. So they reach for food and they start eating more, and as they start to eat more, they know they're going to get bigger, and indeed they do get bigger. And it gets to the point where they feel completely out of control. They've tried diets. They don't feel like exercising. They just want to sit down, and when they just sit down, they eat more food, and sometimes they even develop an amnesia towards food. There comes a point where you stop and you want to get control. You want to bring things back into perspective. Hypnosis can help you do that. But also this wonderful technique of gastric band hypnosis, when used effectively, can really reduce the appetite just like that, giving you a sense of massive control. Because when you sit down and you start to eat, instantly, because you feel as if your stomach, instead of being a very large balloon, is a tiny balloon, sends information up to your mind and you go, I just don't feel like I want to eat anymore. And as a result of that, you become even more motivated because you have that understanding that I don't want to eat anymore. And then you start to lose weight. Meal after meal, 3 meals a day, 3 opportunities to eat less, you start to lose weight. You start to feel more like exercise. So you start exercising more, you lose weight. You start to become more focused on the quality of food around you. The French have got a term. Sometimes they say that someone is a gourmet, someone who eats for quality of food. And sometimes they identify people as being someone who eats for the quantity of food, a gourmand. You become a gourmet because you become very focused on the quality of your food. What's going in, what makes you feel really good. And as you educate yourself over time, you become even more motivated. And the understanding that you can change so many different things in your life becomes a reality to you. So why gastric hypnosis? Gastric band hypnosis is an excellent tool, and it will help you change. Why now? Because now's the time. As I said before, we do 3 sessions, and the really great thing about this is that we're doing them online, that we're using Skype. Now, Skype is a free download. You can go across to skype.com and download it. It doesn't matter whether you're on Mac, PC, or whatever you're on, providing you've got a camera, and I would suggest that you've also got earphones as well, that you can download it and then we can start to work together. So it doesn't matter where you are. Now, the most important thing is that when we're working together, that you're relaxed, that you feel like you want to do this. So it might be after work, it might be after your children have gone to bed, it could be first thing in the morning. Whenever it is, it doesn't matter, but it means it's in your time. You can contact me, we can set up an appointment, and we can have that initial session, that initial opportunity for me to find out exactly what's been going wrong with your eating pattern.